Academia NxT is about connecting the pieces. One of them is how do we make the student and faculty partner, like you were saying, right? One is to tell them, the other one is how do we kind of create that shift in their thinking so they feel partnering with the student or partnering with the faculty is not in a threatening mode, right? It is more of a collaborative and it is going to be of mutual benefit to both. And the higher purpose, or the why as we call it, the why of Academia NxT is, it is not about, okay, we all know design thinking provides a lot of opportunities to approach a problem solving, and I like the way you said how from our own session even life problem could be solved by design thinking, which is so true, right? We had so many transforming incidences from our workshops. But what we have been noticing with institutes with good intention and genuine interest, they immediately start with, let's do a credit course, which is great. But then we have to take a step back and, okay, you teach the student design thinking in the credit course, then the student move on to the next semester, and then they are starting to apply some of the things we saw from our own session, starting to ask different questions to the faculties, and the faculties are not prepared for it. Then all the effort kind of slows down, or it kind of dies, right? So over the last 8 or 9 years that we have been doing this with different academics, we realized we need to approach this with a multi-pronged approach, which means sensitizing the faculties, what are the possibilities of design thinking to begin with. Then get the faculties themselves, we do what's called the 3-day immersion, where we help the faculties to kind of break out of this thing of, I am a faculty, so I'm going to teach whatever I'm supposed to teach. And students have to listen to it and then pass the exam and go. One of the favorite questions that actually leads to a lot of dialogue and debate is, they always say, we have a constraint of AACT norm for evaluation, so I cannot change the way I teach, right? So therefore, we work with the faculties, and then many times with the management as well. Right? Therefore, if the faculties are now starting to look differently, think differently, management should be willing to adapt to that. Otherwise, this will again become a very siloed thing, which is what Academia NxT is trying to do now. How do we do this? Therefore, over a period of few years, we all know change takes time. But over a period of few years, we are very positive that the campus ecosystem itself will become more adapting to design thinking.